Hi, welcome to the Wardenberg Family Farm. Today I have an interesting way of preserving potatoes, peppers, and onions. Well, we harvested potatoes about a month ago, and the smaller ones are not lasting that long. They're usually the first to go. And they're starting to get just a teeny bit soft, so I figure it's time to do something with them before I lose them. And I'm going to freeze them. And I'm going to first freeze some potatoes O'Brien, which includes, potatoes, peppers, which I also need to use up, and onions. And then I'm also going to freeze them in a way that's our family favorite. It's just potatoes with Montreal steak seasoning. So that way I'll have bags of potatoes in the freezer, ready to go anytime I need them. So it's a cold, windy day outside. Perfect day to be in the kitchen doing this stuff. So I had the potatoes already harvested, had the onions curing in the barn, but I had to go out this morning and pick some peppers, and it actually might get down in the 30s tonight, so it's probably good I pick as many peppers as I can. I don't know if they'll be there tomorrow. So first thing I'm going to do is chop up onions, and I have my food processor out to dice the potatoes. I'm going to see what it does to the onions and see if it does them good enough, the right size I want. So I don't know. I don't know what will happen. Oh, I have to cut a bit smaller than that though. I'll do a little piece or two and see what it does. I've never used it for anything but potatoes.
What is your food processor? What's the brand?
Breville.
Oh, okay.
I've had it for a couple years now. I really like it.
A long time.
The dicing thing has come in very handy. Oh, it's not a bad size. Look. Okay, that just made chopping onions a lot easier. I have to take everything out.
Okay.
That's the dicing thing. It's like 3 or 4 pieces that have to be put in the right order. So every time I do it, I have to get the instruction manual out to see what order they go in. But hey, this will make the onions a lot easier. I wonder what it'll do to peppers. Ooh, this job might have just got a lot easier. Yeah. That's nice. Ooh, guess
and
if it had technology.
Not sponsored
No.
by Breville or anybody else for anything.
We're not. We've had people offer to give us products to review and everything, but it's like, I don't want to do any of that stuff. If I have something I like, I'll tell you. If not, I'll tell you that too. Oh, this is wonderful. Technology is a good thing.
Since our channel's grown, you get a lot of emails. I mean, how many a week do you get?
I don't know. Asking us to try everything from furniture to clothes to whatever.
Farm lights, everything.
Yeah, you name it. I can't believe I haven't done this before. Take advantage of technology if you have it. Oh, this just made my day.
Well, I bet most food processors would do that.
I just wonder what it'll do to peppers. No,
Okay.
for dicing, it has to be a special attachment thing.
Oh, okay.
It actually has 2 things. It slices and pushes it through a square. I'll show you when I take it apart.
Oh, that's right. It has to cut 2 directions.
Yeah, not all of them dice. We got this for the dicer. Let me see.
And you didn't use it till now.
No, I've used it for potatoes, but not
Okay.
for anything else.
Oh.
So, now I'll take it
Well,
apart
there you
here.
go. You've learned something from your own video.
How about that? Now, see, look there.
Where's the attachment that it goes through?
Right here. Here's the square thing, and here's how you clean it out then. Look. See, some things get stuck in the holes, and it has a little handy cleaner thing.
Oh, you just push them through.
Pushes it through the square thing then. The last little bit doesn't always get pushed through.
Ah.
But it has the square thing to push it through and the blade that slices it so it comes out as square. Woo! Just the aroma of those onions are wafting up. I'm going to be crying. They're good onions.
Well, maybe that'll help you get over your cold.
I know. I've had this stupid cold for a week now. So, but see, there's this thing that fits in. And then this little thing. I'm not sure what exactly that does.
Lots of little things.
Yep. And they have to be in the right order. It won't work. So look at that. Perfectly diced onion in minutes.
Seconds. Okay, cool.
Now we'll see what the peppers do.
I bet there's a lot of food processors that do it. We'll see.
Yeah, there is. I'm sure there is. But you have to make sure you get one that has the dicing. And actually, you might be able to find dicing attachments for any of them. I don't know. I'm not that much of a... Now, this goes in first. It is handy. They have on here, this way up.
Oh.
Does make sure you put it on the right direction. Oh, it's this first.
You still have more to go, huh?
Yep, I'm going to do the peppers and see how they do.
Ah.
So, first I'm going to have to stop crying.
Okay. But the peppers and stuff, you have seeds and things in there, though?
Yeah, I'll have to take the seeds out and I'll probably cut them in quarters and then put them through the food processor and see how they do.
Okay.
That's why I need the instruction manual every time.
Yeah.
Let me wipe my onion tears here. Woo!
There you go. That's the real deal.
When you open that lid, I remember I did garlic one time. I think I shredded garlic or whatever. You take that lid off. Oh, wicked. Okay. So now I gotta clean some of these peppers off. They have some dirt on them. So I'll clean some peppers up, get them quartered, and then we'll see what the food processor does to them. This could be great. Now we'll see how the peppers do. You can't imagine how excited I am. Let's see what happens. Perfect. Oh my gosh. I just discovered the key to happiness here. Man. And I just freeze dried, I don't know, 5 or 6 trays of peppers last week. I should have done this.
And you cut them
I did them all by hand.
Oh.
What was I thinking? Oh, look at that. I mean, perfect. Oh. I'm like giddy. Now this thing's supposed to peel potatoes. I've never tried that. I think it just bangs the crap out of them. Plus, I'm actually going to freeze them with the peels on. They're red and the skins are real tender, so I'm just going to freeze them with the skins on.
Yeah, I like the skins of red potatoes.
Well, when I make mashed potatoes, I'll make rustic mashed potatoes. They just have the skins on. Mm-hmm. And it's good. And it has more nutrients, you know? Better for you.
Well, okay, so you're going through all this produce. How was your pepper crop this year?
The pepper crop was amazing. I had tons of all kinds of red, yellow, green peppers. I had cherry peppers, and I had lots of jalapenos. I've already made a couple batches of hot pepper jam.
There's still
and
some out there.
Cowboy candy, and yeah, I'm gonna have to go out later today probably and pick every kind of pepper out there. I picked enough this morning for this, but I need to pick more.
So your onions weren't as good though, were they?
No, was it 2 years ago we had like massive amounts of onions. This year they just didn't thrive. So this is actually the last of our onions from the first crop. I have another crop out there that maybe I have 20 or 30 onions, but just was not an onion year for us, which garlic did great, but not onions.
So what about the potatoes?
Potatoes were okay, not great. Now last year we had a horrible potato harvest. This year we had a pretty good one, but I'm going to experiment next year. We've always just grown them in the ground, held them up a little bit, and that's it. I'm going to try doing a regular way sometimes next year, and I'm going to try some where you put it, in the soil and then covers it with straw. I'm going to try some in bags. I'm going to try them all different ways. I'm going to watch a bunch of videos and see all the possibilities. And I'm going to see what actually works the best, what gives me the best potato harvest.
You had good help last year harvesting.
Yes, I did. Our granddaughter got to help us.
Yeah.
It was like a treasure hunt, it is. You're digging and digging for these potatoes. Now, we still have to harvest our sweet potatoes. We haven't harvested them yet.
Oh, yeah.
But it's kind of good to wait till after a little bit of a frost. And the things die back, and then we'll see what we got. I don't think we have very many sweet potatoes this year, which is okay.
Well, how would you know? They're under the ground.
Well, I didn't plant as many this year.
Oh.
So I know I don't have as many. But remember, last year we had sweet potatoes.
Yeah, we had way too many.
We gave sweet potatoes away to everybody we could think of, and I used a bunch of them. I baked some and fed them to chickens. I roasted some, and then I turned it into something called popsicles.
Yeah.
For dogs.
Yeah.
It's this little thing, you freeze them in little mounds, put it in, and she has to lick it out. But it was sweet potatoes, yogurt, and peanut butter. She loved them.
Yeah.
So I mean, but we had sweet potatoes. Ugh.
I just noticed your contractor still hasn't done the hood over there.
No, not yet.
No, but
He's
did
been making
do
yes, he
your
did.
first cabinet. There's a sneak. Oh, wait a minute. I can't show you all that yet.
He's trying to make the anticipation great there for you. But that cabinet for the microwave turned out wonderful.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see the hood over the stove.
So what's your...
2 more.
So so this contractor's gonna do one over the stove.
Yep.
And then over the refrigerator.
Yeah, because we had to tear the cupboard out to get the refrigerator in.
To get the height. Yeah.
And I'm trying to make this kitchen look a little more farmhouse.
Yeah.
The previous owners put this kitchen in. It's nice. It's a beautiful kitchen. I got choosing my glasses. But it doesn't look farmhousey. So by adding some more rustic painted elements, I hope to make it look more farmhouse.
Well, you might even do the island, do that.
Yeah, we thought about painting the island. Maybe putting beadboard on it and painting it the same color.
Yeah.
I don't know. The kitchen's going to be going through some changes the next couple weeks, months. however long it takes my contractor.
Yeah. Well, he's hard to get.
He only has one customer,
Yeah.
in case you don't know. Donnie's my contractor.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think that's enough? See, I don't know how many potatoes I'm going to have. I think
Well, it's awful fun. Just
I'm going to do a few
you
more
know.
peppers.
You're having a blast with your
Yeah, I know.
newfound toy here.
And I'm using the red, the yellow, the green. I like having different color peppers in my potatoes O'Brien. Don't you think that adds excitement?
Yeah.
Time to push the last little bit of peppers through the dicer. And you got to be careful when you're doing it because it's blades on the top that it goes through.
So how much time does that save using a
Oh
food
my
processor?
gosh. I can't believe I didn't do this, dicing all those peppers last week.
Yeah. Now you just need somebody who'll clean it for you.
That's not too hard to do. But
Okay.
I might be able to talk somebody into doing it.
Yeah. Look at that. That's almost the whole container.
Look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh,
So it's cold out though. You have a sweater on, but you're still wearing shorts.
I hate wearing jeans. I like
What?
shorts.
You can't let go of summer. Huh?
No, well, I'll wear shorts as long as I can until I'm freezing. Okay, so there we go. Peppers and onions are done.
I never wear shorts.
Now, I'm going to dice the peppers, but I do have to wash them first. So I got to scrub. And since they're little, all the little potatoes are the ones that are going soft. That's going to be a lot of scrubbing. So I'll get them scrubbed up, and then you can watch me dice them
So you
too.
don't have a machine to do that?
To scrub them? No, but maybe I could get some help.
I don't know.
Does the cameraman do potatoes on the side?
I have to check the contract.
Your contract's pretty all-encompassing. Peppers and onions are all chopped. Potatoes are all clean. Now, time to dice my potatoes. A lot of these are so small. Whoops, I don't need to do that. I can just put them right down in the little chute hole. They're so tiny.
Can we see them come out here?
Oh, here, let me do the next batch. Look at that, perfectly diced potatoes.
Nice.
Oh, man. I'm so glad I live now, not back in 1840 when this house was built. I'm so thankful for modern conveniences. Indoor plumbing, refrigerators, food processors.
Heat and air conditioning?
I can't imagine all the food preservation they had to do, how they did it, you know? I mean, a root cellar only gets you so far, you know?
Yeah. And then for us, if something happens to the food that we have preserved, it's
We go to the
really
grocery store.
sad to lose that, but we have backups.
Yeah. But that's one of the reasons I'm doing what I do today. I hate to waste any food. So if it's going to start not preserved, not lasting, and go bad, I'm going to turn it into something and find a way to preserve it. That's why I freeze dried all those peppers last week, because we do have peppers coming out our ears and I don't want to lose them. So they're now freeze dried. Anytime this winter I want to make like roasted red pepper soup or something, or pepper soup, I get them out and go. Any soup.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just heaven.
So hey, while you were doing those potatoes, I stepped outside for a little bit. It is really blowing.
Blow away.
Yeah. So
It
this
is
is our
wicked out there.
perfect activity for
Yeah.
inside.
Good inside day.
And 30-mile-an-hour winds are uncomfortable, but it's only like 45 or 50.
Makes it kind of chilly.
Yeah. We're not used to winter yet, so it feels especially
No,
cold.
we're still used to it. Yesterday it was 80.
Yeah.
In Pennsylvania, weather can change drastically from day to day. In the spring and the fall, particularly. Soon time to empty it.
All right, well, we will rejoin you once you
Okay.
get this under control.
And then we'll mix it all together.
Yeah.
So I wound up with about 30 cups of potatoes, diced potatoes. Now I'll write the recipe down below for what a single batch is. This actually ends up being 15 batches. So, and it worked out. I have just about the right amount of peppers and not quite enough onions, so it won't be as oniony as normal, but that's okay with me. I like onion, but not crazy amount of it. So, potatoes, peppers, onions, and then it calls for some oil. I use olive oil. And for this big of a batch, it's 2 cups of oil. But the nice thing about this is once you get it out of the fridge and thaw it out, it is ready to throw in the oven and bake. Or use in a recipe, however you want to use it. And then there's salt and pepper. Not a ton of ingredients. Then I just got to get that all mixed up really well. And then we divide it into freezer bags.
Now, I'm just wondering about that salt that's clumped in there. Like, how in the world is that going to get spread out through?
I'm going to mix it a fair amount.
All right.
Trust me. Oh, trust me. It'll work out, right?
Okay.
Isn't that what you always say? Trust me.
Yeah. Like, trust me, I won't leave the cupboard doors open anymore.
You know, you can't trust me on that one. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
Cupboard doors are always going to be open.
I know.
I'm always going to be dropping stuff.
Yeah. And we just laugh together.
Oh, there went a piece of potato on the floor.
That's who you are.
What can I say? Well, I'll bring you back after I get these in bags and we'll see how we made out.
I'm wondering, are we going to have this for dinner tonight?
I think we probably will keep one out and have it for dinner with us. See how it tastes.
Yep. I'm still not feeling like that salt spread around.
You want to stir some?
I can.
Time to put the potatoes O'Brien in the freezer. Got 10 bags, so that's 10 quarts of potatoes O'Brien ready to go. And then we tear into the next ones.
Oh, you have more to do?
Yeah, the ones with Montreal steak seasoning.
Okay.
We have a lot of potatoes to use up that I don't want to go bad.
All right, let's get her done.
Okay.
Okay, so you just came back. I didn't think we had room in our freezers. We have 4 chest freezers, but we just came back in the butcher.
Yeah, 2 of the freezers are full of beef. Well, beef and frozen tomatoes from the season that I have to turn into sauce, paste, everything.
Oh, that's right. You have a, what
I
do
have
you
a
call
tomato
it?
marathon coming up.
Yeah.
But while I was down there, I took out a pack of frozen sour cherries. They
Okay.
caught my eye. So we're going to have cherry crisp for dessert for night.
Oh, well, we do have a special day coming up here, don't we?
Yes, we do. And somebody likes crisps. Tomorrow is Donnie's birthday.
Yeah.
Not just any birthday. He's going to be 65, which
Yeah.
means he's eligible for Medicare. So we're happy about that birthday.
Yeah.
It's going to save us some money. So this is the batch. It's going to be potatoes O'Brien, or not potatoes O'Brien, potatoes with Montreal steak seasoning. This stuff is magic. If you've never used this, Donnie always uses this on his steaks, his hamburgers, all kinds of stuff.
Well, it's
But
really simple. It's just
Yeah.
salt,
don't know what else
pepper,
in
a
it.
couple different kind of pepper.
Whatever it is
Paprika.
delicious. And for potatoes, especially my one granddaughter loves it. When we dice up potatoes, pour
Yeah.
a little olive oil, shake some of this on it, roast it. It is delicious. Now the hard part is I've never measured how much I put on. Sometimes they're stronger, sometimes they're weaker. So this is going to be a guess. There won't be a recipe on this one because I don't know how much to use. But I'm going to go ahead and dice up the potatoes, put on that stuff, and get it in the freezer. So
Now
then
these, what are these, the whatever gold?
yeah, they're the white potatoes.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a little green spot too. I forget what kind they were. I planted 3 different kinds. I'll have to look that up and see what kind they actually are. Not terrible. I can't remember what I planted. I need to be better at keeping track of what kinds. Whatever. I'm sure they'll be delicious, whatever they are.
But they have a very tender skin, don't they?
Yes, these have a very tender skin. They're not a russet.
Okay.
So they'll be great. So, this won't take long, this little pile. Just dice these babies up.
All right. Well, we'll come back when you got them all diced.
Sounds good. Okay, those will be the potatoes for the potatoes Montreal, I'll call it. Instead of potatoes O'Brien, they're potatoes Montreal. Just be a little bit of olive oil. No measurements. Looks good. And some Montreal.
I'll have to mix that up first. That's a lot.
No, that's not that much. You want to see each one with a little bit on it. Whoops.
But you can always add some
I can always add more later.
when you cook them.
But now I tell my granddaughter next time she's here, anytime you want Montreal steak potatoes, they're in the freezer. Just go get them out, thaw them, stick them in the oven.
That looks like a good balance to me.
Yeah, it is. All right, we'll stick these in some bags and freeze them.
Okay, then what's next?
I just have to dice some plain potatoes. My daughter-in-law uses a lot of potatoes. They're the ones with the 5 kids and 1 on the way. So I'm just going to dice some potatoes, and they'll be in the freezer ready for her to use. And they're potatoes that I don't think are going to store very long. So if I don't do this, they go to waste. This way they're prepared for her, and we don't waste them. So win-win. Well, that was a productive morning. We actually stopped halfway through and had a lunch break, had some leftover meatloaf from dinner, and fried up some of the potatoes and peppers and onions. Not bad, huh, dear?
No, very good.
So we ended up with, what do we say, 10 bags, 10 quarts of the potatoes O'Brien, 3 quarts of the potatoes Montreal, and 4 bags of just plain diced potatoes. So I just feel good that we saved all those potatoes from possibly going bad. I don't want to waste any food. So now they'll be in the freezer, ready to go all winter long. So thanks for joining me on my potato day. Wait, I have one more question. Who's going to do dishes? Maybe I can get my wonderful 65-year-old husband to do them.
I will do the dishes for you.
Okay, that makes it a perfect day. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye.